In this video, I'm going to walk through how you can automatically send AI personalized videos to everyone who visits your website using Sendspark and RB2B together, as well as one CRM. It could be HubSpot or Salesforce or anything else. This is a really cool flow. We are doing this campaign ourselves. I'm not walking through the real campaign we have set up, but we are doing something like this, and it has led to our biggest deals and our fastest sales cycle because we're grabbing, the highest intent people, and we're filtering to make sure that they're really qualified leads. So I'll walk through how this is all set up and just let us know if you have any questions. But essentially the way this works, it's an automated workflow in Sendspark where you have like the trigger, which is an RB2B identified a hot lead for you. And then you're creating an AI personalized video in Sendspark that says, in our case, we're sending something like, hey, first name, saw you checking out the website. When people look at Sendspark, they often wonder how we're different than competitors. Main thing we do best is AI personalized videos. Here's how we do that. And it's a little teaser. And then we're sending it an email. I'm showing this in Gmail for simplicity. What we're really doing is actually sending this through a smart lead sequence. So it's a little 3-step sequence and gives us a little bit more control here. And if you do use any other email platform, we do have a lot of integrations. So we have like Remlist, HubSpot, SalesLoft, like a ton of them. So again, this is kind of a simple demo, but you should be able to send it in your email platform of choice. Okay, so I'm going to go through each step so you can set something similar up. And you'll notice we are using HubSpot as the trigger, not RB2B. That is because at the time of recording this video, though maybe there's something else now. With RB2B, if you use the RB2B webhook, it's going to send all of the leads on your website, which like you might not want because you don't want to accidentally be sending this video to current customers or people you're actively in a sales process with or like unqualified people. So what we actually do here in Sendspark is we have a list of filter contacts, and we're filtering for we're going to filter out people who have active deals, who have a price. So they're like paying for Sendspark already, they're bad fits, or they're already customers. So we are filtering out these people. And so that way this list is going to be only the people that we really want to talk to. And so then as the trigger, what we're saying is, hey, whenever people get added to that list, then add them to the campaign. And then the next step is to create a Sendspark video. So we have the video template created in Sendspark that's under here in dynamic videos. And we have that video recorded, leaving placeholders for the contact data. And then we're sending in all this data from HubSpot so we can use it in the video. So we can be like, hey, first name, and really use the first name. And then email is important. This is actually more important if you're using one of our email platform integrations. But yeah, this is all the data we're sending in. And then that video gets generated for each person, and then we want to send it in Gmail. Just keep in mind that this is an HTML Gmail. So sorry, I had to add the little BRs to add breaks here. But you can use the other fields from the 2 previous steps. So you can be like, hey, first name, here's a video. And then the most important thing when using the Gmail integration is this email embed HTML. So this lets us embed a little video snippet in the email. It's going to be an animated preview, and then people can click and watch the video in the browser. So you can set something like this up. Just make sure you're using HTML for email. You have the from ID. For 2, you really want to use your contacts email, obviously, but when you test this out, make sure to use your own email. So if you make a mistake, you're going to be sending it only to yourself, but switch that before going live. So this is how it's all set up. And then of course you just go ahead and turn this on. One quick note I'll make, if you're doing something like this where you're filtering the contacts before sending them, something like this should work great. Just keep in mind the volume if you're going to be sending through Gmail. So if it's going to be like 20 or less contacts a day, great. No complaints. But if you are sending this to all of your website visitors and you have like thousands a day, this is not going to work through Gmail. You need to use something like Smartly or Instantly. They can handle high volume email sending. So, and we have integrations with them. You'll just want to do a slightly different 3rd step here. So hope this helps as a base. And of course, let us know if there's anything we can help with. All right. Cheers. Happy